everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman, and welcome back to Valhalla. Happy New Year in game, because it's like near the end of February already by the time I'm recording this, and I got sick. That's why there was no episode the previous week, and I'm hopefully making up for it now. Down for maintenance, of course it is, because it's the New Year's, and we're gonna have a party! We're gonna have a party. We're gonna have one hell of a party. Alright, let's see. December 31st, we're gonna have a party with the regulars. Let's go, Jill. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Nice one, Dana. Uh-huh. You alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit. Keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Sure. Gotta go! You can ganbatte ne! Right. Everything's fine. We've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay! Hello. Shit! Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey! You talk first. No, well... Oh boy, this is big. Oh boy! Some days ago I got a letter. And even other than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Huh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Oh boy! I don't know if I'm even emotionally ready for this one. I'm gonna take a drink. Here we go! Sorry. Just that? Yep. Is there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? It is just like your sister. I spent days worrying about the letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Oh, now I'm pissed. You laughing? Yeah, sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If that letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why did she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. Shot even left on her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? Ooh! And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her. But they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was just blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time harrowing myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. Let's celebrate her life and achievements instead. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? You sure? Of course I am. How did you find me exactly? Well, I've heard of a message board called Danger You. Oh my god, that was her! So she was one of the users in Danger You! Oh my god! And that's how she found out. I have, yeah. With the tourists I visited from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. You mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked the fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, alright, boys and girls. Here we go. Sit back, relax. It's time to dig up the past. Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden onto me. Ugh. That's a red flag if I ever saw one. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. Ah! So it was a one-party thing, but the other didn't consent to it just yet. There really will be a fight. You are going to get married? I don't think she ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. Yeah, I mean, she didn't ask permission. You didn't even get to sit down, discuss it. No, things really will break down. Oh my god. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide just a big thing for me. I mean, she could really be pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. And that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? Yeah, it would have been all downhill from there. She would have been the one in control of the relationship from that point onward because all you did was say yes. What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? Exactly! Oh my god! I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. What about my freedom? My say on the matter? Oh my god, she dodged a fucking bullet! Holy shit, Jill! So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, I don't think so! I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. Jill is as much a part of the relationship as Lenore is. Remember, a couple is always a two-way street. It's never just one. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Boom! Exactly! Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, maybe, but instead I kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have just stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We were quite the hotheads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be a mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. But you didn't come back, Why didn't you come back, Jill? You ended up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? My sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and it was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. Hashtag, it's complicated. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, I'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time. I was talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I would always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything's just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but she'd be celebrating her life. If she were here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Oh my god. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. Well, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's get something to toast Gabby with. Something sweet. Let's go with the simplest one of the bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yep, just a sugar rush. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Now, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's over to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but at the very least, make your rest easier. So now that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say to me, say to her. That's a bit... Come on! I'll always miss you, sis. Bakay siya. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even... I don't even have the emotional repertoire to even say these lines. Jesus. Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. No guarantees! I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. Hell yeah! But I can't promise that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults that we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? You look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I won't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right! For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers! Kampai! So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo right here and now. Right. Now I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. Should have known better if she offered me apple soda. I put bug on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Ouch. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Whoops. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Well, I did not need to know that, Jill, but thanks. And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in that salad days later. Well, Jill, that's too much! She said, so you like eating me for lunch, huh? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do you better show you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course! How would she cover for me otherwise? True. We go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Huh. Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? You sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Does your dad still have that bakery? His bread's really good. Yeah, he opened a second branch last year. He's looking to expand? I think I got it in partnership with a friend in the motor district. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing some motor district almost has no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! Yeah! Cool dad! Hell yeah! That's the kind of dad I like! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 or so. Dad said his sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. Yeah! That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Hell yeah! That's my kind of dad! Oh my god. Your mom and Laura never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as what said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was never a proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh, I thought there was going to be a party here. Hey, Alma, get over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay? I don't want to get the burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Oh my god. Happy New Year here in Valhalla. And let's wait for the screen to transition. Oh, wait. Was that the end? Wait, that was the end? Really? I don't think that didn't feel like the ending I wanted. But, you know, I mean, if this is the ending, I mean, I don't see why not, but yeah, it is the ending. Holy shit, that was one hell of a journey. I mean, it's not very often that, you know, I get to play a game that doesn't involve a protagonist, you know, saving the world from some apocalyptic power, you know, that's being made, that's, you know, wrestling control over, you know, some government. Basically, I'm used to playing RPGs, and to play a game that's just, you know, this literally everything that happens in the bar is all you'll ever really see, and you only ever really get to, you know, just know secondhand what's happening outside the bar because of what the characters say. It's a nice change of pace, and if this is really all there is to it, you know, I mean, yeah, good on the game. I mean, it went well. I mean, Jill got evicted, but good God. Oh Oh, I did not mean to do that. I don't know how long these credits are gonna go for. So I guess we'll just, I don't know. I guess we'll just, skip to the main menu, if it even gets to that. But I think if this is the end of the credits, it seems like it is, but we'll just skip to whatever the next point is. See you guys there. Okay, we're back! And it's a month later, February 1st. And Jill just got evicted. It seems this isn't the end, ladies and gentlemen. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least mostly because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it. I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Oh, your god, your bed is huge. A queen size, because then I live with a guy for at least 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. Yeah, knowing you, Alma. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty-night. Cozy. That's a little too cozy there, Alma. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. Alma! I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, I just try to sleep a bit and... No, thought I go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you sure sleep on my... Loading the heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day one and will keep your items and money. Ah! So that's how you, So that's how you basically get all of the achievements while still maintaining what you already have. Well, so there's still the unsolved mystery of who Anna is. I don't know if I'll, play the game through again just to find that one out. I'll likely just, look it up online and search it on YouTube myself. And, this game's pretty old, and, I've already experienced what I need to experience here, and I guess it's time to move on to another game that's been on my backlog for quite some time now. And that was Valhalla, and we got the Alma ending, of all things. I expected Dorothy, but I guess I got, upon looking up the guide, I got one drink wrong with Dorothy, so I didn't get her ending. But, Alma's, good enough. I mean, she's a really good friend, and, I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you like what you saw, and, the conclusion to Valhalla, right here. If you like it, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share it among your friends. And until next time, toodles!